from spinal immobility to significant movement improvements. Improvements that lead to much safer steps.
Let's put it like this. When he stepped on his right leg, we can see here, he had a problem to expose this area of his spine. The movement was happening from one big curve going all the way from the top. What do we want to see? We want to see that he is starting to engage the lumbar area of his spine, so this area here. And now we can really see a huge changes there. So you see the moment he stepped here, one big curve, the moment he stepped now, we are starting to see more reaction in this lower area here. And you can see this fold here. This fold there is showing that his pelvis was moving a little bit more and there was more space for the pelvis movement. So he started to get this curve on the bottom. So when he is moving his pelvis in different directions, the movement is happening in this area here. So the upper part of the body is stable in space, and this gives him the feeling that he's less afraid, he's in control, and he can control his body. Here you can actually see the structural changes which contributed to these functional changes. The fact that he can engage this curve and keep the upper part of his body stable allow him to use his pelvis and to control the position of his pelvis. Here he had problem with that, because in order for him to adjust his pelvis, he had to make a big curve in his back, which is then causing him a problem to stabilize the upper part of his body. Huge difference. I'm absolutely impressed with this change. Now we come to very important part, which is connected with walking. So in the moment when I'm pressing his leg, I'm supposed to see the movement of the pelvis. So if I press here, right, the pelvis will go up. When the pelvis goes up, we see what's happening with the spine. If the spine is reacting from this place, creating such a big curve, not such a good thing. If the spine is able to react more in the local area on the bottom, that's much a better thing. And here you can see how it was before. Before, when I press him, you see a block reaction of the spine. Look, the whole spine is moving like one single block. And now when I'm doing it, if you look at the upper part of the spine, you can see that it's stable and mostly the movement is happening in the pelvis. So you do not really see that the whole spine is reacting as it was before. And then of course, when we look on the end of walking, previously he could walk but short distances and he was falling very often. Now for a long time he can walk, and we can really see the exposure of his beautiful physiological curves which are starting, and we can see that during the walking he can really he can walk definitely for much longer period of time.